Welcome back to the Beauty Bulletin, your biweekly roundup of the biggest stories shaping the beauty world right now. Let's dive in. First up in industry and brand moves, U.S. professional skincare brand Glo Beauty has been acquired by KYT Group. This acquisition by KYT Group and its institutional investment partners signals a new ownership chapter for the brand that is 25 years old. Under the terms of the acquisition, KYT Group co-founder and managing partner Kurt Kober will assume the role of Chief Executive Officer. Kober's prior leadership experience includes senior roles at The Honest Company and Clorox. An additional co-founder and managing partner at KYT, Michael Yanover, is also joining the board, and he brings credentials that include early investment in Charlotte Tilbury and also co-founding House Labs. For anyone who's not familiar with Glo Beauty, this was a brand that was founded by a plastic surgeon and long aligned with dermatologists, aesthetic practitioners, and makeup artists long before clean beauty became an industry shorthand. They were considered an early mover in mineral makeup, and the brand introduced a full professional grade complexion range at a time when performance and purity were rarely positioned side by side. And today, its portfolio spans advanced corrective skincare and color cosmetics, with chemical peels remaining central to its identity. Glo offers one of the sector's more extensive collections of professional exfoliants, alongside what it describes as the first at-home peel system designed to prolong in-clinic results. The franchise targets concerns including acne, hyperpigmentation, and visible signs of aging. Here's a quote from Kurt Kober about this acquisition. Quote, "We see Glo as a brand with strong foundations and meaningful opportunity ahead. Glo already has deep professional credibility and a loyal following. Our focus is to sharpen those strengths, invest behind the categories where we have real authority, and build disciplined, sustainable growth. We believe professional expertise will define the next chapter of beauty." End quote. And next up in industry news, Target has unveiled their beauty studio concept. According to Beauty News Daily, Target is preparing to reshape its beauty offering later this year with the launch of Target Beauty Studio, a retail concept designed to introduce prestige brands across its stores and digital channels. This new beauty space will debut in more than 600 locations, with further expansion planned, signaling a more sophisticated direction for the retailer's beauty aisle. So you might have remembered from past beauty bulletins, we've talked a lot about Target kind of changing the way that they want to offer beauty. And one of those big changes was ending their partnership with Ulta. So with that collaboration, Ulta brought in hundreds of different brands into Target locations. But then again, that's going to be concluding in August of 2026. So because of that, Target is deciding they want to do a new in-house beauty format that is going to fill that gap while also giving the retailer greater control over its assortment and in-store experience. So this new concept will bring more than 60 new brands to Target across skincare, hair care, fragrance, and cosmetics, adding a mix of global prestige labels and emerging brands to the retailer's lineup. By integrating these high-end offerings directly into a redesigned destination within the already existing beauty department, Target is positioning itself as a streamlined one-stop authority for both daily essentials and luxury discoveries. Amanda Nuz, the Senior Vice President of Merchandising, Essentials, and Beauty at Target, had this to say, quote, "With Target Beauty Studio, consumers will discover incredible prestige brands, an elevated experience, and personalized support to easily find something new and exciting every time they shop at Target. Shopping for beauty is all about inspiring confidence and creativity, so we are curating an assortment and creating an experience that will help guests feel their best." End quote. This will also include new fixtures, curated displays, and signage that are intended to highlight trending products, spotlight new launches, and make navigating unfamiliar brands easier. We also talked a little bit about this in past beauty bulletins, where we mentioned that they would also be highlighting more K-beauty brands as well. And to complete the boutique-style service, there will be dedicated beauty team members on hand to offer any recommendations and help shoppers refine their routines. And lastly, in industry news, Credo Beauty has announced Saie as a new standout brand partner. Credo Beauty, who has long been a champion for clean, sustainably led beauty for over a decade, has announced a new exciting brand partner in Saie. Saie has aligned with Credo Beauty's rigorous standards for ingredients, performance, sustainability, and ethics. As industry trailblazers, these two brands have banded together with a shared mission of advocating for beauty that is better for people, packaging, products, and the planet. Here's a quote from Saie founder and CEO Lainey Crowell. She says, quote, Saie is built on clean ingredients, high performance, and easy, effortless application. When I first discovered clean beauty, I loved shopping at Credo Beauty, and I'm so excited for our community to now find Saie on the Credo shelves, end quote. Under the Saie Climate Initiative, Saie has committed to collecting 5 million pounds of plastic by 2027 with Repurpose Global, through whom they are also certified plastic negative. And they have committed to become carbon net zero across all emission scopes by 2039. Saie also participates in key climate programs such as the Climate Pledge, 1% for the Planet, Leaping Bunny, and FSC. Climate action is really at the core of everything at Saie. In fact, it was at Climate Week 2025 where Credo Beauty and Saie reconnected on these shared values and ultimately led to their retail partnership. Here's a quote from Annie Jackson, who's the co-founder and CEO of Credo. Quote, Saie is the embodiment of the perfect partner for Credo and for our clients. Lainey has developed products that not only are beautiful and high performing, but thoughtfully formulated. We have a shared commitment in our values and mission, and Saie consistently reflects that in everything they do. Meeting our clients' clear desire for Saie, as well as our purpose, being undeniably in sync. Building something together that's impactful is unbelievably exciting, end quote. So as part of this Credo Beauty launch, Saie will be showing up as a visual merchandising takeover supported by prominent digital and social presence, email, and also text or SMS targeting. In addition, there will be consumer events, media and influencer collaborations bolstered by educational moments throughout 2026 and beyond. And there's going to be a vast assortment of their product SKUs at Credo. Saie has 109 product SKUs, which they're still relatively new. So I'm really impressed that I have 109 product SKUs. So those will include highly sought after items like their Slip Tint Tinted Moisturizer, their Dew Blush and Dew Bronzers, their Sun Melt Cream Balm Bronzer, their Sun Visor, their City Setting Spray. These are kind of challenging to say. But you definitely know them if you see them. So they are now at Credo. They're now partners, and you'll be seeing them probably a lot in your social media if you haven't already. All right, in new launches, we have the brand Mother Science, who is landing at Sephora. Mother Science is a biotech skincare company that was founded by Incubus guitarist Mike Einziger and violinist Anne-Marie Simpson Einziger, and they have officially secured their first U.S. retail partner in Sephora. Now, this origin story is a little bit different than a lot of beauty brands. Anne-Marie was actually coming off a tour in 2016, and she was coming off the tour with a little bit of an odd skin condition. And it was a harmless condition, but it would create these lightened patches on her back. And it prompted her and Mike to investigate the underlying biology about what was going on rather than just simply treating the symptoms. So they worked together with a team of scientists and they identified the potential of malazian, which is a molecule largely unexplored in skincare. And this actually went on to become the catalyst for Mother Science. According to the brand, malazian is an antioxidant said to be 10 times more powerful than vitamin C, offering a breakthrough for those looking to diminish sun damage and hyperpigmentation without the stability issues or irritation often associated with traditional brightening agents. So the CEO of Mother Science, Edna Correll, said, quote, "We are excited to partner with Sephora as our first retailer. This milestone represents an exciting chapter for our brand and a meaningful step in our mission to deliver our patented breakthrough ingredient, malazian, to the world," end quote. So this brand is going to be entering Sephora with its full 3-product lineup. So it has their Molecular Hero Serum, which is $89. So this is billed as the first skincare formula to feature malazian, and I hope I'm saying this right, otherwise I'm ruining their whole story. But this serum is a glow boosting serum that targets sun damage and hyperpigmentation with visible results claimed in as little as 2 weeks. Positioned as the next generation alternative to vitamin C, the serum is designed to deliver brighter, more even looking skin without the usual stability issues. And then they have a retinol synergist. This is a forward-thinking formula that pairs melassian with retinol to help support the skin barrier and dial down the dryness and irritation often associated with retinol use. And they say that using this will give you a smoother, more refined looking complexion that feels approachable for sensitive skin types, retinol rookies, and anyone who has previously tried retinol and not wanted to do it again. And then lastly, they have their Molecular Genesis Barrier Repair Moisturizer. So this is powered by, you guessed it, melassian, and bolstered by growth factors, peptides, squalane, and hyaluronic acid. It has a plush and non-greasy feel that is designed to lock in moisture, reinforce the skin's defenses, and leave it looking firmer in 4 weeks. So Brooke Banwart, the SVP of skincare merchandising at Sephora, had this to say. Quote, Sephora is thrilled to partner with Mother Science and introduce their line of next generation clinical skincare products. We know our clients value innovative brands with intentional formulation, and Mother Science delivers on that through a science first approach and focus on highly efficacious ingredients. End quote. I'm excited to see more about this molecule. Let's see what it can do. All right, we have a lot of new ambassadors this week, so let's roll them out. First up, Vanessa Kirby has joined Lancome as their global ambassador. The British actor and producer has joined Lancome as its newest global ambassador, joining their A-list roster that includes Julia Roberts, Olivia Rodrigo, and you might remember from a couple bulletins ago, Christy Turlington. This appointment comes as the 37-year-old actress continues to cement her status as a leading figure in both independent cinema and major film franchises. She's known for her Academy Award-nominated performance in Pieces of a Woman and her BAFTA-winning portrayal of Princess Margaret in Netflix's The Crown. She has also recently starred in Ridley Scott's Napoleon and is set to appear in Marvel's The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Beyond her acting credits, she is also an active advocate for children's rights in high conflict zones. Kirby's appointment follows the brand's long-standing strategy of partnering with high-profile women to represent its skincare, makeup, and fragrance line across 135 countries. Here's what Vanessa had to say about joining the Lancome family. Quote, to me, Lancome represents optimism, beauty, and so much more. The brand stands for confidence, resilience, and the courage to be yourself. I've long admired the brand's dedication to celebrating authenticity and inner strength. As someone deeply committed to supporting women, I'm honored to join a collective that believes in promoting beauty in all its forms. End quote. Next up, Grammy award-winning artist Olivia Dean has been named global brand partner for Hourglass Cosmetics. If you haven't listened to Olivia Dean yet, please do. I've listened to her for a couple of years now. I'm so glad that she's thriving. So I love this for her. So the partnership is actually going to begin with a campaign and a series of global experiences designed to highlight artistry, community connection, and modern self-expression. The British singer, known for her soulful sound, leads the next chapter of the brand's complexion campaign titled Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere. And this new installment places particular emphasis on the idea of any place. With the campaign imagery and film, she reflects on a cinematic love story unfolding aboard a luxury train journeying across Europe. Commenting on the collaboration, Olivia said, quote, partnering with Hourglass feels so instinctive. I have been a fan for years and already use the products in my own routine. I have always loved the natural glow of its products and how skin-focused it is. Beauty is personal for me. I never want to look different, just more like myself on a good day. And that's exactly what Hourglass gives me. End quote. According to Hourglass, the collaboration reflects a shared focus on creativity and intention. The brand plans to develop multimedia storytelling, curated product selections, and immersive events with Olivia. Brooke Blashill, the CMO at Hourglass, said, quote, our partnership with Olivia is rooted in the shared values of creativity, intention, and modern self-expression. We are excited to collaborate across storytelling, product curation, and immersive global experiences that continue to redefine luxury beauty today. End quote. Under this partnership, Olivia will curate product selections featuring her preferred Hourglass formula. The first release, the Olivia Dean Edit, includes complexion-focused products such as the Veil Hydrating Skin Tint, Vanish Airbrush Concealer, and their Unreal Liquid Highlighter. The partnership will also include a series of small-scale events combining music and beauty. These gatherings are expected to feature live performances, product discovery experiences, and interactive guest programming designed to encourage creative exchange and community connection. Hourglass, get me on that list, okay? I would love to see her live. She rose to prominence with the release of her debut album Messy in 2023, which received critical acclaim and was shortlisted for the Mercury Prize. She also just recently won the Best New Artist Grammy, so we love this for Olivia. And last up with the new ambassadorships, Bella Hadid has been named as Prada Beauty's first ever global ambassador. So this appointment actually follows Bella's recent runway debut for the Italian fashion house at the Prada Autumn-Winter 2026 show in Milan. Bella will front the campaign for the brand's latest makeup innovation, Prada Touch, which is a new multi-use blush designed to bridge the gap between high-fashion editorial looks and intuitive everyday wear. So this blush, of course, it's on my wish list because it's a blush. The packaging is so adorable. So the packaging is housed in stackable triangle-shaped packaging that pays homage to the brand's iconic logo, but the compacts are actually designed to click together. So you can kind of create your own little like blush trio or duo or anything you want. This is a cream to powder formula and is designed for use on the cheeks, lips, and eyes. And it delivers a blurred soft matte finish that promises up to 12 hours of wear without the need for reapplication. Prada, you can send me this anytime. Here's a quote from the brand about Bella becoming their ambassador. Quote, one of the most successful models of her generation, Hadid represents a modern expression of confidence and individuality. In doing so, she inherently embodies Prada's avant-garde vision of beauty that reveals the authentic self through a compelling interplay of skin and redefined dimension. End quote. And finally, here is what Bella said about working with Prada. Quote, working with Prada is an honor. They are authentic, innovative, and forward-thinking. Being honest about the products I love is important. I have a genuine connection with the Prada product team. We're all excited, and I would never promote something I don't genuinely believe in. End quote. Hold on, my cat wants to make an announcement. Do you want to say something to your fans? So next up in market shift news, tubes, applicators, and brushes are actually going to be shaping the future of packaging for beauty. So the beauty industry is apparently entering a new era where performance, convenience, and sustainability are going to converge in every touch point of the consumer experience. Leading suppliers are rethinking traditional formats, from lip tubes to airless pumps, from brushes to multifunctional sticks, turning everyday beauty and personal care packaging into high-precision, aesthetically compelling tools that elevate formulas and brand perceptions alike. So, for example, a soft lip applicator tube and also airless tubes are going to combine mess-free precision with sustainable materials and PCR content, optimizing both the user experience and the supply chain resilience. Meanwhile, more brands are coming out with refillable sticks and modular systems that redefine portability and circularity for skincare, hybrid, and fragrance collections, proving that functional innovation can coexist with luxury aesthetics. So across the board, these innovations are demonstrating a clear takeaway for beauty executives. Today's consumers are going to expect packaging that performs, also is enjoyable to work with, and aligns with sustainability values, making tubes, applicators, and brushes not just tools, but strategic differentiators in a competitive market. I always post all of my sources in the show notes. So this is from Global Cosmetic Industry Magazine, and they get really into how the different brushes are shifting, what people are looking for with tubes and applicators and all that. So if you're interested in diving deeper into it, refillable products, like all that good stuff, you can definitely check out the source. But apparently that's the way that people are starting to design products is also knowing it can't just be the product. Now people are expecting functional, recyclable, easy to use, refillable packaging, and that's becoming part of the user experience as well. So the market is kind of shifting to consumers' desires to, again, not only have a good quality product, but for the packaging to match the inside as well. From an innovative beauty brand from a couple of musicians to lots of new global ambassadors, that's your roundup of this week's top beauty stories. Stay tuned for the next Beauty Bulletin as we track the shifts shaping how we shop, wear, and experience beauty. Don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and share. It really helps push the podcast out to more people. Until next time.